Shandra Woworuntu is the founder of Mentari, an organization that mentors and empowers survivors of trafficking. She's also a member of the U.S. Advisory Council on Human Trafficking and a survivor of human trafficking herself. And why don't we start there? In your case, you thought you were coming to the U.S. to get work at a hotel and make some money. Instead, you ended up trapped as well, didn't you?
Yes. It is the vulnerability of migrants that seek a better life. At that time, who knows? I didn't know that I became a trafficking victim.
And Shandra, escaping isn't easy. It wasn't in your case. There are so many obstacles for victims of trafficking. And we just had this piece about transformation and healing, but it's a really long journey, isn't it?
It is a long journey. For the past 21 years, I still dealing with the trauma. The best is we have to understand giving a victim and survivor recovery and empowerment in healing is a long process. So I've been seeing psychiatric and therapists for the past 13 years. And I still taking medication to cope with my trauma. One of my friends from Colombia said that she is a survivor of trafficking. Well, you become a victim of trafficking, it will be like a tattoo in your body that you will never forget. So dealing with the trauma, it's very challenging, but thankfully with the support system that we have in the United States, I have a healing journey, and finally I will able to cope with my own trauma.
I watched a video of yours online where you say it's just essential to listen to survivors, to put the survivors first. But for years, prostitution was often described as a victimless crime. By listening to survivors, are we finally changing that narrative, do you think?
Yes. Because we have to put survivor in the center. Survivor inclusion is very important, because when we want to do something, we have to listen to the source. The source is people that are affected by the crime, whether we want to say they are in the prostitution, or they are kidnapped, or victim of war, victim of child marriage. We have to listen to them. What is the main problem that they will, they was recruited, and then what the process look like? By learning from survivors, we were able to find the pattern, to find the legislation to benefit victim, and also to avoid impunity. Impunity is happening everywhere. Corruption is happening everywhere. We want to see the law, the United Nations law protocol, it's very important. And the countries have their own legislation beside the state. So the law is sitting there, and we have to enforce and implement to be able to reduce or to eradicate human trafficking by putting a victim in the center, survivor in the center, so we can help and stop human trafficking globally.
Shandra, quickly if you can you talk to me a little bit about mentoring and empowering survivors, what that means for you?
It means it's a healing for me, because I never get mentorship and empowerment. I seek by my own to be who I am now, but in the process I met people that support and help me to be who I am. So mentoring is very important for me to see from the victim become a survivor, and then able to live independently and experience fully freedom. This is the most important. Fully freedom, it means from victimization and survival, and able to find the beauty of able to decide what type of job that I want in the hotel, in the factory, or in the bank, or I want to be a teacher, and then experience sustainable for themselves to earn money, so they will not re-traffic. This is the healing journey. To see those thousands of those successful, it is a healing for myself, because I don't want people experience like me. I want a victim and survivor able to experience those freedom as early as we could help them.